Welcome back to the RoughRiders pregame show here. It's taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks for the series finale here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark, and I'm joined now by reliever Tyler Tufts. And Tyler, you guys picked up the win yesterday, finally ended what was the longest losing streak of the season for you guys. What's the mood of the clubhouse like? How does it feel after that win, finally ending that?
It's a relief, but I don't think any of us were down. We're having a pretty good season so far. So, you're going to get those slumps or battles throughout the year, and we try to stay positive. But getting the win yesterday was big, a little bit of relief. But I would say we're still a pretty mellow group. We don't get too high, don't get too low. So that's the way we like to have it.
And the bullpen in particular is off to a great start as a group, and you as well. A little bit of a tough outing for you last time, but you came into a tough spot, having to come into the first inning there. What was that like? You usually expecting to come in a little later into the ball game. How long did it take you to kind of get the feel of the game and get back to game speed coming in so early?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a rare outing for me, or any other reliever. But it's sometimes you got to do it. You got to pick up your teammates. The starters can't be on every single day. They're not going to be. So sometimes as a reliever, you just got to be ready. I probably sat down for 5 minutes, but that doesn't mean I wasn't ready. You come to the first inning, third inning, ninth inning, it doesn't matter. You just make sure you're ready right from when the game starts. It was a tough situation, but you just got to try your best. Because the bases loaded, no outs, you just got to – first pitch strikes are huge in that situation. And, I was trying to pound the zone with strikes. Didn't want to walk a run in and let him put it in play, see if I can get a ground ball.
And you're a guy who's been used in multiple innings a couple times here this year. How much is your approach different on the mound, given the situation of the game, or how often are they telling you something specific to go out there and do, or is it really the same game plan every time out?
I would say it's mostly the same game plan, other than a lot of times in my career I'd come in the 8th and 9th inning, close and set up. You just got to be smart. As a reliever, you got to learn. If it's a one-run game, maybe you can't challenge a hitter inside or something because he might hit a home run, or. And when you come in the first inning, second, third inning, you just got to pound the zone. You got to get through those innings. You got to eat some innings up. So, put the ball in play early in the game, but at the end, when it's towards the end of the game, you only got a one-run lead. You got to be careful and pick your pitches.
And when you're getting ready, or the bullpen first gets a call, how much are you guys talking to each other and helping each other out as far as scouting reports and things like that on the guys that you're about to go in and face?
We'll help each other out a little bit. We'll definitely tell each other, we got a righty coming up, we got a lefty coming up, he likes to do this, he likes to do that. But every pitcher's different, so-and-so might not know how I like to pitch, I might not know how Rotaball likes to pitch, and Brigham likes to pitch. So we'll help each other out as much as we can.
Here with Tyler Tufts, reliever for your Frisco RoughRiders, and Tyler, it's been kind of a crazy year for you. Placed on the disabled list last year. In kind of a scary situation. Talk a little bit about that and how that whole thing came about, and what the road's been like for you since then.
Last year was definitely a very weird year for me, scary year. I got called up to AAA. Everything was looking good, and pitched there. Didn't do too well. Had a couple bad games, and then my stomach hurt a little bit all year. But getting called up to AAA, last thing I want to do is get on the DL. But it just went on and on. I started throwing up, and just the pain got worse and worse until one day I couldn't even move. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't lay down and sleep. So it got so bad I had to go to the hospital, and basically they told me, thank God I came in, because I had a hole in my intestine and my whole body was just getting infected. And if I didn't come in that night, I probably wouldn't have made it through the night.
And what's the road been like back for you? How tough has the rehab been? How long did it take for you to start throwing and things like that?
It's been a long one. You kind of just, I had my surgery almost about a year ago, not quite. Around July 4th, I know that. But, you kind of just got to start at step one. You got to walk around, then you got to maybe start jogging and then sprinting, then, just tossing a little bit. And I tried to run. I probably got a fourth of a mile, then I couldn't go anymore, then a half mile. So you just got to start at square one and work your whole body up, not only your arm, but your whole body, conditioning, strength, everything. So it was challenging, and then going into spring training, I felt like I was in shape. But then I get here after spring training, it's like, man, I feel more in shape. I feel more confident now. Every single outing is just, I get stronger and stronger. I felt like I was in shape in spring training, but I really wasn't compared to how I feel now.
Here with Tyler Tufts on the pregame show, and Tyler, unfortunate situation for you, but there was a silver lining to it. You were added to the Rangers' 40-man roster at one point last year, and actually got to join up with the big league team back in your hometown.
Yeah, it was a very, very cool situation for me and my family. The Rangers were very nice, so to say, and put me on the 40-man roster, or the big league roster, 25-man roster, for some kind of situation they do on the roster for playoffs. But, just so happens that the Rangers their next game was in Cleveland, which is where I'm from. So they got in town. I met them, me and my brothers, Fred and Jordan, met them at the Progressive Field in Cleveland, and got to go in the clubhouse and meet all the players and sign my big league contract, hang out in the big league dugout with all the players for BP and all that. And then the rest of my family came for the game, and they put us in the general manager's suite in Progressive Field and watched the game, and it was a really cool night for me and my brothers and family.
Oh, talking to a couple of the guys that have had a chance to play in the big leagues, one of the things that's really popped out to me is that they say, it's really not that much different than here. It's just a matter of the level. What did you notice when you were there, being in the clubhouse around those guys, that you noticed was different than what you see around here every day?
Yeah, it's really not. The biggest difference was maybe the food and the drinks and stuff, but it really isn't. They always coaches, I always hear coaches say, a good pitch will work anywhere, and it's true. What's different about the big leagues in here? More cameras, more fans, better spread, and that's really it.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, Tyler. You're off to a good start, and good luck the rest of the way here.
Thank you.
That was Tyler Tufts here on the pregame show. We'll be back with more here on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.